Have you ever wondered what Kings Island has to do during the off season to prepare for opening day? Or what they have to do every morning to make sure we are safe and have fun times at Kings Island? Here's what they have to do during the off season and for inspections. First, they have to take the trains off of when the off season starts, they have to take the trains off the roller coasters and take them into maintenance. They have to use a forklift to get each car into the maintenance building. For example, the Beast has 6 cars per train and there are 3 trains. So they have to take the forklift out and back 16 times just to get the trains to the building. They have to do this to every coaster in the park for law. Even the lame kitty ones, they still have to do it. Working on the trains during the off season. When they get all the cars into the building, they start taking them apart. They have to strip the trains apart to each nut and bolt to inspect them and make sure they are running and functioning properly. After that, they work on putting all of them back together and putting them back on the track of the coaster that they belong to. Once they have done all of that, they have to test all of the rides multiple times. Some rides only have to test about 250 times. Others have to test thousands of times to clear inspection. The state has to come and watch them operate the ride to inspect it. Once they once they have the all clear from the state inspectors, the ride is ready to operate for the season. For daily operation inspections, you may be wondering what they have to do to make the rides ready to operate during the season daily. For steel coasters, they walk under the track and on the catwalks to make sure there is no welding or something that could cause a problem. For wooden coasters, they have to walk the track to make sure nothing is sinking or any welds. Next, they move on to the trains. They have to check the wheels to make sure there's no cracks. Even a slight hair crack could cause derailment. They also have to check the restraints to make sure they are working and logging properly. Next, they move the trains out of the storage shed and start testing them. They don't have to touch much for the day like the off season. This is a 3 to 4 hour process and they start at 5 a.m. Ride breakdowns. Sometimes you are waiting in line for a roller coaster and they announce that the ride is broken down. You are sad and wondering what could cause it. Many things could cause ride breakdowns, like the brakes malfunctioning, the lift motor blowing, a restraint not properly locked, or any other malfunction. Riders could sometimes get stranded on a roller coaster for a couple minutes and possibly get evacuated, but we will get to that later. Ride breakdowns are never fun. Sometimes the ride will not open back up for the rest of the day. Sometimes a breakdown even shuts down the ride for multiple days. When the ride breakdown happens, the ride operators call the maintenance crew and they come out to see what's wrong. Sometimes there is a train stuck on the lift hill, brake run, or any other place on the ride. 4 ride evacuations. When a ride breaks down and people get stuck on it, sometimes maintenance cannot get the ride up and have to get the riders off the train. The way this works is that the maintenance crew walks up the lift hill or the brake run with stairs. They have a key that opens the restraints in the case of an evacuation, and all the people get off and stand there, and then once maintenance is done getting everybody off, they walk down at the same time. Thank you guys for watching my video on what does Kings Island do to make sure we are ensured safety and have fun. Make sure to like and subscribe. It's free, takes 2 seconds, and really helps me out. And I will see you all later. And of course, keep riding coasters.